All right. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get started with December's healing messages, all zodiac signs. Most High, thank you so much for blessing me with the gift of intuition as an intuitive reader. Allow this session to bring clarity, confirmation, understanding for the collective earth, air, fire, and water signs. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, welcome and welcome back. Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, welcome and welcome back. Fire signs, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, welcome and welcome back. Air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, welcome and welcome back. May you find the clarity, confirmation, and understanding that you seek or need. The only request I have for you, collective, is that you do not force any channeled messages. You are no longer trapped. Okay? That is a direct message for you. Let's see. All right. If you are not ready to start your healing journey and you're here, welcome. Thank you for your presence. If you're really ready to receive your messages, you're ready to start your healing journey, welcome and be easy. Okay. Understanding, I need you to understand that the healing journey is an ongoing process. And depending on what type of healing has taken place and is being in practice, just know that when it's resolved, that fire energy gives you momentum to be able um, to uplift to the next phase. Okay, you'll be able to identify areas that you've grown, outgrown, healed from, learned from. Um, so I want you to be gentle with the messages that come through for December. And the reason why I say this is because us as human beings, the month of December is a month where we have been programmed. And the program, I don't want to be so specific, but the program, to keep it broad and open, that we have been trained in December is to either persevere through pressure, persevere through um, following suit. And not everyone has the tools to utilize to be able to push through December. Some people go into phases that not only positions an individual to contemplate, to be under pressure, to be in nostalgia. For some of you, it's a competitive, and you wrap yourself in a competitive energy where you create this illumination that is amazing. But once that illumination fades, what you've been running away from hits you like this. And so December, I want you to be able to face what it is that you are trying to run around in a competitive energy. Um, whatever outlets that you are using to keep this momentum, if it is beneficial, continue to do so. But if it is competitive outlets to where once you win, you feel like you've lost, you're being asked to not engage in such activity. Okay. I want you to gain. I don't want you to have any losses. Okay. Um, the elephant um, that is present, okay, it's royalty. And it's kind of like it is not a situation or a conversation that needs to be had because you are already aware of your strength in December, of what it is you are, what it is that you're able to see. What you're not able to see is that with the Knight of Earth, you have to remove the whys. And the reason why I say you have to remove the why is because I don't think that some of you in December are going to see how responsible you are. And the only way that you're going to be able to see how responsible that you are is if you're organized. And if you're not able to organize yourself in December, you don't have space to show up as a support system because you'll crash. And I don't want anyone, like I said, I don't want anyone to lose any gain. Okay. When it comes to being your own knight shaman armor, I believe that that's fading into a whole nother illumination to where, you know, it's not about smelling the rose, it's about seeing the beauty within the rose. And after each petal falls, it's like the collective is not allowing the petals to naturally fall. It's, you know, have you ever, I don't know if you've ever done this before, or if you've ever seen anyone get a flower and they pull the petals and it's a yes or a no, maybe so. And it's just kind of like whatever inner self is desiring as each petal is being pulled, then naturally falling on its own. Those, it's like, let's just say their wishes, they're granted. Wishes are being granted in December. Um, all right, what are the healing messages for the collective Earth, air, fire, and water signs, please? All right, generating a dynamic of confidence. All right, confirmation of what it is that you do not see. The strength is there. Okay, there's no denying that you are a strong individual. Would I be stepping out of boundaries to ask you, collective, when you look in the mirror, do you truly see yourself? Or the question is, when you look in the mirror, when you see yourself, are you foreign? Do you question yourself and ask yourself, who is this person in the mirror? There's only 2% of you that when you gaze at your image in the mirror, you are gauging and you are looking at flaws of which you think people pay attention to. And that's not true. Okay. The mirror is an hourglass. Okay. It can project to you the future, the current, and the past. if you truly seek within your own imagery when you look in the mirror, okay? And if you're saying, SGL, you're talking crazy. How is it the mirror an hourglass? Well, it is sand, okay? It is an upgrade from the hourglass. It gives you more control, okay? Than the hourglass being in control of that. What is it, an hourglass, an hour, or is it 60 minutes? I'm not really 60, is 60 minutes or is it 60 seconds? I believe it's an hour. Yeah, it is because it's an hourglass. Don't mind me because I'm channeling, but then at the same time, I'm trying to question what I'm channeling. So you have the number 9 here, which is Sagittarius. Okay. Sagittarius is about healing. Okay. And that's what this session is all about: collective earth, air, fire, and water signs. Some of you in December, you are refusing to see that you need to reset. You need to rejuvenate. Others of you, you need to truly tune into your image. Who are you? No, really. And you will find growth in who you are. And, so I'm going to read to you this card. Let's see what it says. Where's the book? Oh, here it is. And number 9. And this will be the direct message. Okay, because I was channeling. And let me turn it around so that you can see. All right, this is starting off the session collective. It says, this card is a reminder that internalizing negative thoughts and emotions isn't usually a productive activity. We are ultimately responsible for how we live our lives and how we see the world. When empaths feel grounded and centered in our core, we truly have magnetic presence. Confidence is social survival. There is no point in beating up ourselves up, although we may be our own worst critics. We don't have to walk around in a cloud of stress and regret. We need to learn to neatly compartmentalize emotions and not allow darker ones to overtake the most precious gifts we have, our lives. And so in the month of December, collective earth, air, fire, and water signs, in December, do not lose yourself because of the pressure. Okay? You fill in the blank of what that pressure could be. Some of you are already, can identify what is ahead in December when it comes to feeling pressured or being pressured. When it comes to being hard on yourself in the month of December, acceptance, you have enough strength to accept and have compassion over your self-identity. So whenever you get time, text yourself, write it down, do a voice note, and ask yourself, who am I? Darian, I'll be right with you right now. I am doing the spread and I don't want to get sidetracked, but I will get to you. Darian says, hi, you do very nice reading. Thank you, Darian. Thank you. This is not smoke and mirrors. I want to make that very clear. For those of you who are waiting for January to approach to make a shift or a change, you don't have to wait to January. you can do it now. Okay. And be simple. Make it plain and clear. Who are you? What do you see when you look in the mirror? What is it that you're wanting to become? And I have touched bases with this message, and I can't recall which zodiac sign that was. And instead of me getting off track, see, Darian, you got me off track. Not intentionally, no worries. Let's see what else comes up. So, direct message for December, collective earth, air, fire, and water signs. When it comes to your healing, there is going to be a generating dynamic of confidence. And don't you sway away from it. Okay? Embrace that confidence, because that confidence is going to help you navigate either a new identity, or it is going to surface who you truly are. Okay. All right. What else? What else do we have for the collective for December? The energy of perseverance may feel overwhelming for some of you. That's the competitive energy. Just make sure that if there is pressure, it's the pressure that shapes you, molds you. Soul writing here. Write it down and make it plain. If you're not knowing how to navigate or how to recover, ask your guides to assist you. For the most part, go straight to source, divine. Allow me to see what it is I feel. Direct my path. But when you allow me to see, allow me to still be aligned and guided by you so that I don't stray away. Because sometimes when we ask, sometimes what we receive can disappoint us. And sometimes we'll get in our rebel energy and we'll fall short. And when we fall short, we don't know how to pick ourselves back up. Or when pressure is so confined that we're not able to breathe, we're not able to conduct any movement, we're being consumed, and we lose self-identity. We forget who we are. Sometimes we become reckless or careless about how people perceive us, right? And our deep emotions get so deep, right, that it creates this hole that it's very hard to recover. And so let's go ahead and see what this soul writing entails. You have 20 here, which is Taurus. It's up to you in December if you are willing to navigate new. And it may be difficult, that stubborn energy. But what I love about Taurus is energy, is the fact that sometimes Taurus can have OCD. Sometimes Taurus can overly keep themselves busy. But that generates opportunities. And sometimes Taurus can see opportunities or a new beginning and make sure it will make sure that everyone else is good and forget about the whole purpose of the why. And you'll look at everyone else like everyone else is receiving these opportunities what happened to thee. And it's like, well, Taurus, you forgot, you created this opportunity, but you forgot to serve yourself first. Okay, let's talk about this soul. Some of you in December, it's a hard pill to swallow, but you're refusing to accept who you are. Okay. All right. We become the stories we tell. So be mindful of your tongue in December. It says you are the author of your story of your write one that inspires you and doesn't let anyone else command the pen. Physical reality is temporarily, it is forever changing from one moment to the next. The events and experiences of your life in multiple dimensionals living art. There's purpose and form will shift as your perception of them does. And this is confirmation of writing it down and making it very simple, plain, and clear. Okay. It says, let go of justifying and analyzing the events that become your stories and lift yourself into a new way of seeing them. Look at the card and imagine you are the angel rising and connecting to the soul light at the top of the pyramid. From this expanding view, you can see all of your stories and their facets from a neutral position. A higher perspective will unveil and reveal what was previously unknown. You will be surprised, shocked, or embarrassed that the story you have identified with is not what you thought it was. Don't stress. This indicates that the stories are shaking loose and healing is occurring. You are doing so well, viewer. You are worthy and you are loved. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and move forward. Give me some I am messages for the collective, please. All right. You know what I love about December, and what I will tell you personally, I didn't come to a level of confidence overnight. And when it came to December, the pressure that I dealt with was material things, right? And when I realized that I myself was the pinnacle, not the sense of supply, but it's truly the simple things, the gestures are more valuable because humans, well, most humans, the need of tangible things is ongoing. And so once oneself is able to minimize and become more minimal, the pressure is released and there is a completion that takes place. So whenever you get time this week, right, write down the things that you are willing to change. Write down the things that you are willing to accept. And I'm talking about self identity. I'm talking about creating a second chance for yourself. Because when you do this, your senses are going to shift. Okay. And you have the strength to be able to go through this shift. Your perspective will also shift as well. Um, in December. What's up in the air is belief. All right. Write down what it is. What is it that you were, for some of you, what is it that was embedded in you? What is it? What beliefs were you trained? What beliefs are you open to? What beliefs you want to navigate? Because you are the author of what it is you want to navigate. You are the author of your story, but we don't have control over certain things that, how do I say this? I don't want to say intruders. What I want to say is the extras, right? You have the power to choose whoever's in your life in December, of who's an extra, who are main characters, and who are alternates. I want you to have a sense of peace in December, collective. If you are new to the spiritual world, please don't just jump into things that you doubt. Okay, I'm channeling, so if it's not resonating, it is not your message. The collective is huge, and we're live, and some people are sleeping, and when it comes in their feed, they'll get the message. So just bear with me. Your I am message is belief, but it's up in the air. So you're indecisive. All right. Some of you are biased in December. You're refusing to accept a pressure that is not yours. And you're refusing for that pressure to mold you or to transform you into an individual that is something you're not willing to conform to. Your I am message is, I believe in myself, the beauty in life, and the goodness of God. Thus, I have the power to fulfill my dreams. The will of the Almighty supports me. My life is showered in divine light, and my heart opens to the power of the universe. What I love about December is some of you are getting ready to birth a new version of yourself, and you're not going to wait until January. All right. In birthing a new version of yourself, it doesn't put you ahead. It doesn't give you a head start. It doesn't give you, stars or some points. No, all this does is it changes the narrative. It changes the chapter. All right. For some of you, this is going to be a whole new story, which is good. This is starting from scratch. All right. So congratulations for those of you who are starting a whole new story. For those of you who are starting a new chapter, make sure that you are in control. When it comes to beliefs, nothing is forcing you because it's up in the air. Okay. There is no force. What is, let's see. What is the collective refusing to see? It feels like I'm repeating myself, but in different ways. It feels like I repeated myself 6 different ways. And it's kind of like, for those of you who are starting a new chapter, in the beginning, it may not feel like a new chapter. Because you are refusing to activate this confidence. It's available to you. What you are refusing to see is trauma. You see the broken glass? And that was the beginning of the narrative in this session, in your spread. In the beginning here, with generating dynamic confidence, it was about imagery and acceptance and the hourglass and the mirror. Whenever time permits itself, you can rewind this live. It will be available to you. and you can navigate that channeled message. But there's two tools here. You have the hourglass and you have the mirror. Both of the only difference from the hourglass and the hourglass is a set time, meaning every time you want to reset, you're going to have to turn that hourglass over. Versus the mirror, there is no set time. It's you, your reflection, and the power of the sand. Okay? An element that can not only manifest for you for December. Don't be afraid of who you are in the mirror. Don't be afraid to look at yourself and say, you know what, I don't know who you are, but I want to know. Make sure, collective, that in December, you're not pressured to be someone that you're not. Don't be pressured to be something that you're not, because it's definitely going to break you. I don't know if that's your pockets, your mindset. It could be both. So don't position yourself to break. Okay. Your scars are proof of resilience and survival. All right. I don't know why there is a complicated energy that just, on the outside of you. It's kind of like this is a pre-warning. Don't allow your faith to bring crisis, and don't feed the crisis from people who are shocked from this new version that you are going to display before January. Don't be afraid to get to know who you are with confidence. All right. Just promise me that when you give yourself compassion in December, that you do not pity yourself. Because pity will cause you to draw in, it will cause you to make decisions that can cut you short from opportunities and great experiences. Okay. Give me I am message for this trauma, please. Thank you. Fertility. It says, I am a being of light. I accept divine energy in my body, and every one of my cells regenerate. This is confirmation of new versions of self. For some of you, where your new chapter doesn't start off as it feels like a new chapter, is because your identity is being broken down. All right. Once you realize that you can't put this glass back together, your imagery, you have to start from scratch, learning, how do I say this? It's so cliche for me to say out with the old self and in with the new, when you haven't identified what new elements of yourself you're going to put on display. I think the beginning of the chapter of discarding the broken pieces, once you have the strength, because you have it, to discard those pieces, you will be able to identify new elements that you can utilize, that is going to uplift you. It is going to give you a new belief system, all as well. It is definitely going to give you a new experience when it comes to doing what you want to do and how you want to do it. Don't get blinded by material things. Now, if you like material things, you need to be honest with yourself and say, hey, I love material things. I enjoy material things. And material things will continue to surface, manifest, and, you will experience new versions of material things. All right. In December. So many messages are coming out. All right. I'm hearing that song by Diana Ross. Up and down, boy, you turn me inside, up inside, you turn me round and round. I don't know why I'm hearing that song. I had looked at these triangles because there's 3 going south and there's 1 full one going up north. But then there's all these small ones too. Balance. Are you willing to focus in December? You have Taurus coming through again, and this time you have Libra and Scorpio coming through in this balance. What I will say this is, when pressure, what type of pressure takes place, just make sure that you are not entertaining a circus, because nobody in the SGL community are clowns. You hear me? But moving forward, when it comes to you being on display, you make sure you hold your confidence with purity. And whenever you feel low, just breathe and ask divine to take control. Okay. 26, this balance is teacher's guides. 26. All right. I will say this. For some of you, it's going to be a hard pill to swallow, but when it comes to getting what you want, you can get definitely through your healing or through your pain, you definitely can manipulate getting what you want. I have to let you know. It says your teacher guides help you learn how to interact better in your relationships so that you neither give nor take too much as a means of controlling others. They counsel you to be honest about your motivations and your actions in how you show up for others. Your divine teachers are on hand to help you move beyond any unfulfilling and self-sabotaging patterns and learn how to connect and communicate with others in a balanced, a healthier way. Your teacher guides lovingly assure you that while relationships are the most difficult of all of our spiritual classrooms and lessons of proper give and take are the most difficult of skills to learn, you can do this, viewer. It is now time to make this your priority before you lose important people in your life. Be honest and seek balance in your relationships with others. Ask your divine teachers to guide you in how much to give and receive in all your relationships, not just the romantic kind, and why. They will help you create better and more satisfying relationships if you want to learn. So you're being asked to give fairly with unconditional love, and all will turn out well, viewer, for the month of December. A word of advice, please. Peace. Love it. It just, when I saw peace, it just gave me like a star, you know, the star of peace. Anywho, it says, I am a being of love, and I release all the negative energy. So your affirmation for December is, I am a being of love, and I release all negative energies, which is your word of advice is peace. keep the peace, maintain peace, create peace, have a sound peace. Okay. Direct message for the collective for December, please. Your direct message, 2 messages came forward, and it says move forward. That's the direct message 1, collective. Second message is listen to advice. All right. All right. And overall outcome. Overall outcome, and then we'll pull an angel guide. And Darian, I'm going to go ahead and pull you a word of advice. All right. We have 2 cards up in the air, which is the 9 of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Which the King of Wands is all about confidence, and the Nine of Pentacles is about independence, abundance, luxury, and success, and that's up in the air. So it's kind of like, you know, having access. I'll just say this. If you want the confidence, you already have it. You just have to see it. If you are wanting the success, you just have to use the strength that you already have to establish it. If you've already established success, to maintain it, you have to be in control. And that is moving forward. You have the sun coming through. Outcome message. Oh, hold on. This was left behind. The Page of Wands. Nothing is entrapping you. You know, sometimes we have to have other outlets to inspire us. And if that's what you have to utilize at this time, then do so. If you have to listen to something over and over and over to motivate you, do that. Never be ashamed of the way that you motivate yourself. Okay? Remember, you are the author. And when it comes to the sun, all right, Leo's energy, it says you are certainly feeling the warmth. I'm being asked to read it this way. All right. And it says you're having a difficult time staying positive right now. Something is hindering your growth or causing you setbacks, and your confidence and enthusiasm has taken a hit. But the reverse sun could instead be telling you that you're being way too optimistic in the face of dreadful circumstances. That's the pressure. Fill in the blank of what that pressure is. It says, be sure to take close at your surroundings and the situation at hand. Handle things with caution. Remove the pressure. All right. That wasn't up in there. And it is okay to be inspired. All right. It is okay. Angel guide message. For you to be able to move forward, experience the grace of who you truly are. Oh, Divine, I thank you so much for my gifts. I love you, collective. All right, let's see. Angel guide message, expect miracles. You have to be open to it. You can create these miracles in December as well. You can have both, expecting and creating them as well. But you have to be receiving and open. When it comes to expect miracles, your angel guide message, viewer, it says, here we go. Are you ready? Miracles occur naturally. They are always ready to unfold. Your angels are encouraging you to prepare yourself for them now. All right. Give me a direct message for Darian, please. Ooh. A direct message for Darian. Darian, your direct message is accept challenges. Trust your inner resources. You have everything you need within yourself. You definitely have strength. So use that courage. Okay. And what you're being pulled, don't be afraid. Accept your challenges. If you're like, okay, what are my challenges? What is the pressure? What do you feel pressured by, Darian? What is constantly on your mind? All right. And then navigate on how you can remove those surmount blockages. All right. Or for the most part, it's prepared. This is a pre-awareness that some surmount blockages can arise. But if you prepare ahead of time, right, it's kind of like signing up for school and the counselor asks you, what can prevent you from going to school, right? Is it work? Is it childcare? Is it, other responsibilities? Kind of, be aware so that you can prevent the challenges that could arise, just so that it won't feel like pressure. All right. Trust your inner resources, Darian, and your word of advice, clarifying, accepting challenges is friendship. You're not alone. And for the most part, it says, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So when it comes to those who give you advice, you don't have to respond. You can intake and, do what you have to do, actions instead of words. But for the most part, I also see, you building a new relationship with yourself. And so you'll be more understanding of your own guidance, Darian. Okay. Your angel guide message, Darian. And we will be concluding. Angel guide message for Darian with this friendship and accepting challenges. Mother, Father, God. All right, energy. And what this talks about is, the obedience of taking advice for those who are experienced. But for the most part, let's just go get the direct message. Mother, Father, is it what? Mother, Father, God. Yeah. All right. So this card is one of the healing and wholeness, Darian. Whatever stories you may have heard about God being judgmental must be washed away. Divine energy can never hold a grudge against you, for you are an extension of its love. The power and presence of the Creator are not only with you, but within you. Mm-hmm. That is, you have all the resources within yourself, Darian. If you've ever felt that you aren't good enough, or that you are being judged, or that you haven't been the best you can be, know that you are forgiven. Angels are with you today to help create a healing way between you and your divine parent. All right. If you're having any parental issues the month of December, you can accept them, accept what is, so that you can be able to move forward. All right. I love you. Collective Earth, Air, Fire, and Water signs. Those were the healing messages that came through for December. I will be doing additional readings throughout the month. What am I doing next? I believe I will be getting ready to do quickies, and then why do you feel this way? Actually, this is what I'm going to do after I conclude this. We're going to do the quickies, all zodiac signs. Oh, okay. I'm being guided to do. Thank you, Darren. I'm so happy you showed up. So I'm going to pull angel guide message for all zodiac signs as we conclude. Once we conclude this live, I will do quickies, all zodiac signs. Okay. Let me go ahead and put these up. And why did I put this? Angel guide messages for a direct message, and then, okay, just the angel guide message. Got it. All right. Oh, angel guide message with the I am message. Okay. All right. There. Okay. All right, Aries. Aries, your angel guide message. Wait a minute. Aries, angel guide message for December's healing message, please. Inner child healing. Okay, Aries. You're being asked to work on your inner child healing. I am message for Aries. Oh, Aries. Turning over a new leaf. All is well. It's up to you. And when it comes to the outcome of the relief, the pressure, transformation up in the air as well, Aries. You are the author of the outcome. All right, Taurus. Taurus. Something was trying to come out, Taurus. Here we go. Friendship and unions, Taurus. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I am message for this friendship and union. A new, okay, Taurus. When it comes to friendship and union, okay, this is how I was saying. It's kind of like if you're in the room with someone, it's not hidden. It's very clear. So if there's a secret, it is not a secret. Okay. When it comes to reconciliation, you are the author, whether you want to or not. Are they going to accept? Are they going to accept the new version of yourself? That depends on whether you want to accept them back when it comes to friendship and unions. But I do see a sibling turning over a new leaf, Taurus. Angel guide message for Gemini. You came right on time. Look at that. You have learning experience. That's up to you if you want to go, or if you are, it's up in the air. Do you want to go with him? Because it just feels like I'm gonna be honest, what I see here in this angel guide message is like looking on the outside in, you have it all well put together. If I was to come to you, you would know exactly what to say to me. But when it comes to you, you're unable to use your own counsel. Trust. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Listen here. If you come up on some money, or if you already established some money, choose wisely. There could be growth with your pinnacle. Invest in yourself. You already know what you want to do. Gemini. Is that who I'm talking to? Yeah, I'm talking to Gemini. I'm hearing that song Fire and Desire by Rick James and Tina Marie. Drip, drip, liquid. My Geminis who like to dabble with recreational things don't become, it just feels like stay sober and have that same motive, because when you're under the influence, you are motivated because of the drug, and you're being asked to be motivated without it. Whew. All right. Um, Cancer. Cancer. Ease and grace. Oh, not only are you bigger than the picture, you've elevated from the picture. Like when it comes to challenges, like you win every time. What you don't see is peace. You're not choosing to be competitive. It just comes off like that. And it just feels like people who get offended by the fact that you just are a natural, like this is not the month to fall short and, you know, someone to rob you for your peace just because you have, how do I say this? Like honestly, you don't need nobody. And it just feels like you may rub people the wrong way by making them feel like you don't need them. And they may try to interrupt your peace so that they can feel, so that they can insert them to where you need them. So be mindful. I'm not telling you to damper down. I'm just saying this month you will identify those who are forging themselves in your life, are creating events in your life so that you can need them, but you can be ahead of the game because you already see. So ease and grace. Just be mindful. Whoever's coming for your counsel, you don't have to, try not to trauma bond. All right. Leo, you have power of intention, forgiving, and understanding here. Leo, no one is innocent in December because you have a lot of people that's going to be operating in your energy, which a lot of collective people will be using their manipulation to get what they want. And that was very shown in these healing messages. But I will let you know it's kind of like with the power of intentions and forgiving and understanding is like one is intentional and one is okay, one has the power and intention is you operating and being the author of December, while this one is intentional, which will end in the results of having to pay karmic debt. And there's no need for that divine fruit. Whew. So for some of my Geminis, there is a lesson some of you are going to have to learn, while others of you are going to be disciplined and in full control. And I feel like whatever this is, where some of you are going to have to pay a karmic debt, right? It has to do with, a certain type of pleasure, a muse or a fetish. It's something you can't say no to when it comes to a problem and making a decision. It's just kind of like it's good in the moment, but you know that the end result um, will position you to where it's kind of like, yeah, again, I did it again. My bad, you know. and you may have to build trust all over again, while you have this divine fruit where, for those of you with karmic debt, you could be positioned into someone's life in December where you are their karmic debt, right? Whatever they've done to someone, you end up doing to them. So they have the opportunity to learn the lesson. Okay. You will know once that happens, versus those of my Leos who are going to be in full control. And it's kind of like, ooh, being served with royalty. You're not having to ask for anything. It just feels like whatever you think of, it just shows up. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, wow, I want. It's like a Leo saying, I would love a, you know, X, Y, and Z, and then someone knocks on your door and says, "Hey, I was thinking about you. I just wanted to bring this to you." And you're like, "Wow, I was just thinking about that." Right? Or you're like, "You know what? I need a raise." And next, you know it, you have this evaluation coming up. It comes in the email. You know, cross your T's, dot your I's. Your evaluation is coming up. Room for a second chance of a pay raise. Uh, Virgo. So there's I just want to confirm that there's a Leo where the karmic deck is you discarding all your broken pieces. And by doing that, you will have peace. You're pre-warned. It changes your belief system, but you get to start anew. For the most part, there's a Leo here where you are manipulating someone. They really think like you are beneath them, but in reality, they're beneath you. Anywho, Virgo's angel guide message. Manifestation, Virgo. And you know what's so funny? Let me tell you this. You had, who was that? That had Virgo's energy. Was that Gemini? Anyway, that's focusing you, Virgo. You have manifestation coming through. You already know, Virgo, that this is going to be a good month. And your guides is telling you that too. But you know what? In order for this, all of these desires and pinnacles and all this tangible things to shower on you, you got to be true to yourself. And there was a channeled message where it was about being pressured to be something outside of yourself, and then the end result, it breaks you. You're being asked not to be. You're being asked. It's indecisive. I really feel like this manifestation is a wish, right? The wish presents itself, and it's kind of like, do I wanna? Do I trust this? Is this real? You already have the advice inside. You've already moved forward, but how you'll be able to know if this is true, will it maintain peace, Virgo? All right, Libra. Libra, you like, I thought you were going to read the angel guide messages. No. Honesty and communication. That's why. Because Libra, it just feels like it doesn't matter. If you get the answers, you still going to do what you want to do. You know how to cut corners and all that. But for the most part, it's kind of like, very deceptive. Very deceptive energy in December. Courage and positive thinking here. Do the right thing. Okay. The truth shall set you free. Virgo. Who was that? Libra? All right. Scorpio. Scorpio. Ooh. Raise your vibration, Scorpio. I feel like what I see here, Scorpio, on the outside looking in, it looks like all is well. But I feel like I'm talking to a Scorpio that's acting. You know what I mean? You put your game face on, but inside you really don't know what you're doing. All right. Faithfulness and pathway to light. Yep. I'm talking to a Scorpio where on the outside it looked like you got all together, but you don't. You don't. And that's okay. You're wise to accept to say, okay, I don't know all the answers. I don't know what to do. So you need enlightenment. No one's saying you're going to be bit by a snake. It's just you need enlightenment. You need the sun energy. You need fire energy. And you need commitment. It says, I commit to my mind, heart, and will, and I am devoted to the needs of my soul. I trust in myself and God and in the universe. And you need to use your strength. It's inside. Okay? Inside, Libra. Scorpio. Oh, so yeah, basically stop lying to yourself, because I think that's what I just got you telling Libra. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. All right, what we're not gonna do is no, Sagittarius. What I will say is the number 3, which is Gemini's energy. You have the capability to, oh goodness grace, to share what it is, what's changing with you. And that is definitely going to make room for you to be compensated if you choose to share your story. Okay. Give me overall angel guide message. Blessings and abundance. See? I don't know. I just feel like you're not supposed to know everything, Sagittarius. Here and now. You're being asked to be present. Definitely. Don't run away from yourself. And this is confirmation that the power is within. You have to operate your own powers with confidence. But for the most part, if you're unable to be in control, release your power unto your guides and allow your guides to fight your battles. Okay? It's a spiritual thing. We wrestle against flesh and principalities, and that's a fact. Okay? Capricorn. Let me see. You love Tina Marie. Capricorns. Capricorn. Guardian angel. I don't know why you don't believe that you got guardian angels, Capricorn, because you do. Capricorn. You're a reader as well, Capricorn. You did something. Anywho, unconditional love. You're forgiven, Capricorn, or you will be forgiven. You need you need confirmation that you're forgiven. Capricorn. Direct message that I'm tapping into is, please forgive me. Capricorn. Aquarius. Aquarius, I'm gonna tell you, just like I told the other person, I don't know what's behind this. You have opportunity and change up in the air. Whatever is behind you, the truth is, it's either pushing you forward or holding you back. All right. When it comes to love, making a choice, listen, love is coming through to you, within you. What you don't see is how attractive you are, and you need to use this power, Aquarius. Also, trust, Aquarius. You're being asked to work on trust so that these opportunities and change can transpire. All right. I don't know. Does everyone agree? Say aye or say nay. And it just feels like the collective is on your side, Aquarius. Because you're gonna have a lot of zodiac signs in your energy. Because a lot of people have your placements as well. So Aquarius. Are you ready for the truth? Pisces. Ooh, that came out. Pisces, listen, get out your head, and it's time for you to accept yourself. Self acceptance is coming in reverse. Turn this around. And it feels like you must be the one, Pisces, where you start the new in December and not wait to January. Congratulations. I am message for Pisces. Pisces, if you have a child, they accept you. You just have to see them. That's all. Allow them to be. Allow them to feel that you accept them. All right. I love you. Don't forget love is kind. Don't forget love is gentle. Let's go ahead and start this other sessions. Oh, hopefully I did a good job.